Yeah. We could not talk last night. Or I could not talk last night at all.
Maybe it was the drink. that one drink that we had. We had at what, 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
6:30?
Well, we don't really drink that often. So yeah, it was really good though. I really liked mine.
I didn't even finish mine all the way because it started like melting. And I don't like that because then it just ends up being like all the syrup and
the alcohol
at the bottom.
Yeah. I finished mine because I was like, I spent money on it and I saved my calories so I could have it.
It was $1 extra for the flavoring.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's only $10 for a drink, whatever. But
yeah.
Still, I was like, I inhaled and it sounded like that. I knew you were going to make fun of me.
What did I make fun of you for yesterday?
Baby mama.
Baby mama, yeah. You're saying it so interesting.
I think it was just because I was talking fast.
Yeah.
And I think because I also was I don't know, tired or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because my eyes were burning so bad. I tried to stay up last night after you guys left, and I was like, I have to sleep. My eyes are burning so bad. I slept at 11.
That's early for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to another episode. I'm Marisha.
And I'm Thais.
And we are the Lucky Girls. Okay, so for today's episode, we are going to be reading Reddit stories about dating, relationships, just because, that's just kind of a lot of what people are talking about lately, especially because with the way the dating pool is set up, there's definitely piss in it, from what I hear.
I'm like, yeah, you're not even in it.
But I couldn't imagine having to date in this era.
Yeah.
I would definitely be in a situationship that lasted forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a victim. I was a victim of 2.5?
Yeah.
Almost 3 years.
You're free though.
Yeah, I'm free. But even I'm not free because the freaking dating scene is just so bad that it's I
mean, you were recently in a situationship too.
No, I wouldn't consider that a situationship.
Okay.
I consider that dating. We were dating and about to make it official type of situation where it's you have the intention of, but a situationship I feel is where the lines are kind of just blurry, you don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
We had an intention of
being together.
So I feel that's not a situationship. I think that's just dating.
Yeah.
But, and I don't even think that was a bad
no,
experience either.
It was
just just not meant for it to be more.
They thought they were ready for something and then turned out
But life happens.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
I'm talking about other dating stories I've seen and heard from personal people too. I'm just dang.
Yeah.
At least I'm not the only one, I guess.
No, definitely. You're definitely not. Even my coworkers who are in my age group, they're still yeah, this is rough. I should not have been I should have gotten into a relationship sometime in my late 20s, at least.
Well,
but I was if
it's not
you don't want to settle.
Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with finding somebody later and it reminds me when I was I'm gonna get married at 30 something, my early 30s, and you're I'm gonna be 40 something, so no. And I'm why does it matter? For context, she's gonna be a matron of honor basically, and I don't want to look ugly and saggy. You're not going to. Have you seen mom and dad? They don't look their age. You're not gonna be. Yeah, you're not gonna be like a grandma. You're not looking like a grandma.
Yeah.
Unless somebody.
I mean,
I don't find it.
The longer you wait, Artemis could also be a junior bridesmaid. That'd be so cute.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because, what's the age range for a flower girl? 10, right? 10 and below.
10 and under, yeah.
Yeah. So, I got 40 years, guys. Otherwise, she's going to just not be in the party.
No.
Trace could be a ring bearer.
He could. He'd be so crazy. He's just gonna run down.
He would lose the ring.
You gotta make sure you tie it to the pillow.
He would. I would just have to give him a fake ring. I'll give him actually I was gonna say a ring pop, but he'd probably eat it
on the way down.
Yeah. Which could be cute.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right. So, did you want to start with a story, or do you want me to start with the story?
Sure, I can start.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So we have a couple stories.
I'll pull mine up so that I'm ready once yours are done.
Okay. You don't have them up already? Like,
no, I do.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This one's short. It's a short,
okay,
quick sum. So I met a guy off Hinge.
No, wait. You have to read the title too.
Oh, it's just Hinge dating horror story.
Oh.
Yeah, super basic. So that's why I was like, whatever. Oh, but content warning: violence/death. So. So I met a guy off Hinge a couple months ago, and everything is going well. First date was fun. We hit it off. Second date, I agree to go to his house and we drink and hook up. When I wake up the next morning, I discover he's not breathing and is blue. He had passed away. He had a heart attack in his sleep per the autopsy.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around waking up to a dead body. It is the scariest thing I've ever witnessed. I'm just so much at loss. How do I move forward? That was 25 days ago.
Whoa. Is there an update?
Yeah. No, there's no update. That's literally all it's been.
What's the top comment?
The top comment says, "Holy crap, that would be a nightmare and will continue to be if you don't get help. A therapist might be beneficial to help process the experience and ensure that you don't completely intertwine sex and dating with trauma. Dang. The brain can be a tricky thing." And then the original poster did reply and said that they started EMDR therapy and have been going to other just cognitive therapy in addition. And it just says that it's been very heavy for them, which is kind of crazy to start with.
Yeah.
But I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I feel like that'd be, well, obviously very traumatizing.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the story that I'm going to read.
Okay. You're just thinking about it. Yeah. It's a very 180 of what I shared. Yeah. Okay. I just thought it was I would be terrified to go on a date or hook up or have one night stands. I don't know if there's a one night stand.
Yeah, but she probably killed him because they had sex and then he had a heart attack after.
Maybe it was just so good.
That's a good way to die. The whole after sex. I don't know.
I don't think that's a good way to die. I don't think so. I mean, maybe if it was great. Really good. Yeah. I mean, she stayed the night. She stayed the night, so maybe it was good enough. Yeah. But
dang,
either way, that's really sad. Imagine also having to be the one to find them and then tell the hospital or call 911, And
then, I'm literally a stranger. I met them yesterday. Yeah.
And then have the family be told hey, so the person who found him was somebody that they were just hooking up with. It's just how do you? I don't know.
Oh my God, imagine if he had a whole family, a wife and kids, and he died having this one night stand. And now I'm just catastrophizing the whole thing and making up this whole story.
Is going crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but could you imagine? I feel like I've heard of
sure
that's
happened
before. Yeah.
Yeah. Or that's what you get for having an affair and cheating. Low key.
Yeah.
No.
We don't promote violence.
I don't wish death on anybody, but dang,
Yeah. That's crazy. Okay. Let me read mine. Our laptop's so big. Okay, so mine is coming from r/let's not meet. And this is coming from r/let's not meet. Title says, I think I was somebody's r/let's not meet. So backstory, this matters. I was born with 10% vision, but with surgery and time, it's gotten better. Now I'm in my late 30s and it's only around 45%. So there's that. Last night I went out to dinner with some friends, having a good time. We were drinking a little bit, but nobody was driving. It was just a fun night. So I'm coming out of the bar, saying my goodbyes, when my friend decided he was going to stay out. So we parted ways and I started walking home. So I get about 3 blocks from the bar and I see this girl I know across the street to my left. At least she looked like a girl I knew. But once again, bad vision plus being tipsy. So I guess you could say I started staring at her, just sort of trying to figure out if it was her or not. So she sees me, and looking back on it, I should have stopped walking over to her, but I'm 100% blaming this on being tipsy. So I followed her. So at this point, I'm yelling now, Madeline, stop. She just keeps speed walking. I'm not sure what came over me, but I decided it was a good idea to yell playfully, "I'm gonna get ya!"
Did we hit record?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you check? Can you check? Dang. I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, you did.
Because you're like, this is too good. Don't want it.
I was just...
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry to interrupt our regular scheduled program. We're still traumatized by it, even though we haven't made that mistake in a while.
I remember you getting up, and usually I'm the one who gets up to record. So
yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
I did it this time.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm not sure what came over me, but I decided it was a good idea to yell playfully, "I'm gonna get ya!" So in heels and a skirt, this girl starts running. She was looking back every few yards, and I'm just following after her, convinced completely that this is my friend. So we run around the corner, and it's a dead end. She backs up against some garbage cans, which go bang, bang. And it goes to her purse. At this point, I can't see shit. It's not only dark, but I'm out of breath. Sweat is dripping into my eyes, and the partial blindness isn't helping. So I get up close to her, and she just says, "Get away from me, motherfucker. I have a gun." Instantly, I realize this isn't my friend. Also, immediately after, I say, "Sorry, wrong person."
What is this a horror dating stuff?
Okay, so
were they on a date?
No. I'll explain it in a second.
Okay.
So she prompts me again, "Get the fuck away from me. I will shoot you." I very swiftly turn and waltz myself back towards the street and then onto home. I told my roommate about it later, and he told me I was a complete idiot, and I was lucky I didn't get shot. He also told me that I'd probably make it onto r/let's not meet. Some guy chased me down an alley and cornered me. So sorry about that unknown lady. I promise we won't meet. And so the top comment says, "Life pro tip. Don't chase women down the street who are running away from you, even if you are convinced you might know them." So, and then the comment below that says, "Extra tip. Don't yell, 'I'm gonna get ya.'" Yeah. So r/let's not meet is a they're usually not like that funny. Mm-hmm. They're usually pretty serious, and it's like dating horror stories or like stories about people about to meet someone for a date or whatever, and that they're like being creepy to the point where they're like, "Yeah, I don't think I want to like date that person or even meet up with that person."
Okay.
And so this person wasn't on a date. He had just gone out and on his walk home thought he saw his friend and was trying to like say hi to his friend.
I see.
But because he couldn't see and he was tipsy, he realized that was not his friend. And so then at the end, his friend was like, "You're probably going to end up on r/let's not meet." Yeah. But
so they ended up putting himself on there.
Yeah. Which I thought, when I was reading that story earlier this morning, I was laughing equally as hard as I was right now reading it.
The "I'm gonna get you" I think made it like extra funny, because why would you say that? Like,
he says that he does not know what came over him. So
also, yeah, like I think that if they're running away, that's like a freaking big cue that they just don't
know you or don't want to like, talk to you. Like, stop.
Like, even if we were friends and I'm running away from him, like, and I'm not sure that it's the person. I don't know. But
that reminds me of when the Super Bowl was here in San Francisco. Well, not here, but in the Bay at San Francisco. And Patrick and I had gone to watch some fireworks for like the Super Bowl City week celebration. And we're driving and we see these white girls like running away. And this like man running after them, and the girls are like, "Come on, get away, get away." And then all of a sudden the guy goes, "I'm Cuba what's his name? Oh, I'm Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm famous." And so one girl stops and she was like, "Hey guys, that guy's famous." And I was like, they don't even know who that is. But anyway, so then the girl goes, "Actually guys, let's go." And then they like walk back. And it just reminded me how there was like hella running away and being hella scared. And Patrick and I started slowing down because I at first I was like, that looks like Cuba Gooding Jr., but I can't tell. And then he says it.
Why was he chasing this girl anyway?
To take them back to a party or a hotel or whatever, like, because he's a celebrity. It's Super Bowl night. He was just trying to, like, have a good time, but that's weird. Like, first of all, you have to announce who you are to a bunch of people who probably never watched you in any movie ever.
I don't even know what that is.
He's in this movie called Snow Dogs or something like that. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Gooding. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, is it Snow Dogs? Where he, like, trains, like, some dogs to slay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2002, yeah. Murder of Crows.
Yeah, he's, like, famous, but not that famous.
His Boys in the Hood. He's in that movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I recognize his face. I guess, like, if I saw him on the street, I don't think I'd be like...
Oh, he's famous.
Yeah.
He's, like...
How long ago was that?
Ooh...
He must have been like...
When was the last time the Super Bowl was here? Like 7 years ago? No. Maybe like 9 or 8 years ago.
I'm searching it up. Levi Stadium. 2016.
Okay.
So almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it's happening this year.
Again, yeah.
So he was like almost 50 years old, basically.
I know, yeah.
Imagine. And, like, those girls are probably, like, 25.
Yeah, or maybe newly 21.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when you're famous, just what happens.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, free drinks, blah, blah, blah. But be careful. Like, people will spike your drinks and do weird shit. Like, don't just because somebody's famous. What if he actually wasn't famous and you just, like, believed him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could just...
Search it up.
Search him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not take his word for it, but I still feel like I wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be scared.
I also wouldn't stop for someone who's not hot. I don't know.
Yeah. But, you know, people don't care about that when they're famous sometimes.
That's true.
It's just like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Next story.
Okay. So this one is r/dating hell.
Mm-hmm.
And the title is Facebook Dating Horror Story. And it says, so I have a friend who is in her late 30s and an elementary school teacher. She had broken up with her boyfriend and went on Facebook dating to get back out there. Big mistake. She met this man who owned a bed and breakfast inn in the middle of nowhere in the NC Mountains, so I'm assuming North Carolina. For reference, me and my friend are both from North Carolina, 4 hours away, and the mountains are in our state. And he offered her a free weekend stay to get to know one another and even let her bring her dog with her. He did ask her to have a credit card on file, which I thought was weird considering he said it was a free stay. Anywho, she got there that Friday evening, and they had dinner and they got to know each other. He was saying she should invite some of her friends up there too. Things went south very quickly. That Saturday, he moved on to her aggressively, calling her babe and baby. Mind you, she has known this guy for less than 24 hours. She kept trying to get me to drive up there and hang out with them, and I didn't think it was a good idea at all. After she refused to consent to some things, if you get my drift, he went ballistic and went on a rampage, destroying one of the rooms, ripping pillows apart, and turning the furniture over. He then yelled out, "I am charging a $500 damage fee to your credit card on file." He abruptly left the room, all because she didn't want to consent to some things that she was not comfortable doing with him. Mind you, it was snowing in the mountains, pretty hard too, and she was texting me to get me to drive up there and rescue her. I was terrified. In the middle of the night, that evening, she left, escaping at 1 a.m. with the dog in tow, and when she arrived back home early that Sunday morning, she filed a police report against the man. A few months later, he was arrested for unrelated charge. Let this serve as a lesson not to meet random people from online in a rural mountain and sketchy hotels.
First of all, yes. But second of all, that's a terrible friend, because if my friend, like, the first text saying, come hang out with me, I'm not feeling comfortable, I would have been on the road to go with her. I feel like
even my first initial thing was, if my friend were to tell me, I'm going to go meet up this random guy I just met in the mountains, my first thing would be like, you should not do that.
That's you.
Like, I don't know, talk some sense into your friend and be like, maybe you should, like, meet this guy, like, somewhere in public. Yeah.
And I probably would have also said, it's kind of weird that he's asking for your credit card on file. I wouldn't do that because my first
And
instinct would
supposedly
be
he owned
like,
it?
yeah.
So,
And so my
what?
first thing would have been that he's trying to like scam you somehow.
Yeah, that's what I would think too.
Like not even jumping to him trying to like coerce her into things that she didn't want to do, but just in general being like, well, now he has your credit card information and can like use it on whatever.
But
like
all of them are stupid.
Yeah.
In that story. Like,
everybody sucks here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just, But scary in general. And it kind of reminded me of like what you were saying about like stopping for like a hot man.
Yeah.
Or like they're just a celebrity. It's kind of like the same thing where it's like, I own a bed and breakfast. Like, you should come this weekend. Like, I don't know. I just feel like some people fall for those things or like are more, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, most serial killers were handsome, charming, smart. Mm-hmm. That is why a lot of them were able to lure their prey basically by being charming. And people fall for that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you like your men, not you, but me and you, like our men a little ugly.
Yeah.
Medium ugly.
Medium ugly. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that 3 stories?
That's been 2 stories.
2 for me, 1 for you.
1 for me. Yeah.
So you want to do?
Oh yeah, our segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a test run of our new segment that we want to do. Mm-hmm. It's a play on obviously like our
whole thing, like our
lucky
whole brand.
Girl.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a segment somewhere. We don't only have like a title for it, I guess. But Lucky Moment of the Week. Yeah, Lucky Girl Moment of the Week is working title for now. If we come up with something different, but
it's not always lucky. So it's probably like a story about like this next story that we're gonna tell is about how unlucky we were.
Yeah. So it'll be either lucky or unlucky moments of the week, and we're just gonna talk about one thing each of maybe something that happened to us.
Yeah.
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 So I'll let you take the floor for this one because
we lost the Ticketmaster war to the Sunshine Tour.
Eternal Sunshine?
Eternal Sunshine. A lot of people are using it.
Okay. I haven't seen it. Just Sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole Twitter and TikTok like feed right now is all Ariana Grande tour and tickets.
Yeah. So, I kind of feel like this is a little fitting too for our first like story
because we're so like we end up for the most part getting really lucky getting tickets.
Well, that wasn't good. What I was going to say, I was just going to say that the reason we started was because we won the Taylor Swift era's tour Ticketmaster war,
which was even crazier. I feel
honestly, I don't think I didn't feel like very pressured.
Maybe Taylor Swift.
I think because I got like access to it.
I feel like Taylor Swift did the pre-sales where they were actually more exclusive than Ariana Grande's. Because Ariana Grande's, anyone could apply.
I don't remember them having such a long window of signing up for pre-sale. And I also can't remember if they had a code.
They did.
They did?
Yeah, they would send you a code for... this is just from what I remember you telling me, is that you were able to sign up for multiple, but they only gave you a code for one of the shows. And you didn't know which one of the shows you were going to get until you got the code.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could only enter...
I can't really fully remember. It's been so long because I bought those tickets in like 2022.
Yeah.
November of 2022.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. But I don't know. Obviously like times change and stuff like that of like how the process works. And I don't know how much say the artist itself has.
They do have a lot of say. At least from what I'm learning with this sale so far, because the Grande Tour News guy, he has been saying like, keep a lookout on your emails because Sabrina Carpenter has done this before, blah, blah, blah. So it seemed like they have a lot of sway in how they do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I feel like that Taylor Swift one wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
This one, it was genuinely chaotic. Like, when we entered, because, like you said, we were able to access all the ones that we signed up for pre-sale for.
And you were able to sign up for 2 weeks. For the pre-sales.
The opening for pre-sale was 2 weeks.
Yeah, and there was, like, no real, like, exclusion from that. Like,
I think also, for this situation, Ariana Grande is a huge artist. I don't know why she's doing
so few shows and an arena.
She's doing not arenas because
No, yeah, arenas.
Arenas, not
Stadiums are
stadiums.
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, so she needs to do stadium tours.
Yeah, and I think that she truly believed that the tickets would all go to fans, and that really was not the case.
I think she's too big of an artist to think that way.
Yeah.
Because
she either needed to
such a high demand,
focus on a tour or focus on like finishing her projects that she has for acting and then moving forward with her tour.
I mean, I don't think that that's the issue.
She has said that she just wanted to do like a mini tour for her fans. Yeah. At least make it stadium or make it harder for bots and resellers to get tickets. I think that's what it is.
I think that what my statement was meant for was that she can't think that a lot of bots weren't going to buy her tickets.
Yeah, she can't do the honor system with this.
Yeah, like she's too big of an artist for her ticket to not get bought for reselling purposes.
Because she is such a big artist and she has not toured in so long, people were going to pay those resale prices.
Yeah. Like people are buying, like I see people buying resale tickets. I'm like,
dude, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait because...
Just wait or just like don't go.
Yeah.
I mean, like I get it. I get when you're like a huge fan. I would pay a lot to see Selena Gomez, but I don't think I'd pay like $10,000 for that.
Especially not a resale.
I'm not going in debt for a celebrity. That
I genuinely was so sad because So first of all, I was so nervous, and like this is my first time trying for pre-sale tickets. I've done pre-sale purchases before for Selena Gomez when I've bought tickets for you, and I think I did pre-sales for Five Sauce. But this was like back when it was easy to go to concerts. Like it was not like I was not paying $300 for certain tickets and things like that.
I was going to say the demand of these like artists and going to concerts, I feel weren't as like prominent.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously going to concerts has been a thing, but like I just don't think that the system was the same way as it is
wasn't.
now. Yeah.
So going into getting pre-sales, this time I just felt like it was a lot of pressure because I had not done it in a long time and it wasn't as chaotic. So I sign up for the pre-sale and log in, get through the waiting room, and I'm like pretty close. Like, what was I was like at 1,500. No,
I mean, you were way closer than I was.
Yeah, I think I started at 1,300 for one show, and I was at 13,000 for one show and 20,000 for another show, like around there. Mm-hmm. And you were like super far back because for whatever reason.
So I think it's because I had all three tabs open for both Oakland and then one LA show. And then when I had opened it up, I think that when it hit 9:30, it allowed you to join the waiting room, right?
Yeah.
When it hit 9:30, it didn't let me join the waiting room. So it was just, the timer clock where it's like
the
counting down for it. That's what it was stuck on. Oh. So then when it hit 10, I had to join the waiting room. But because everybody had been joining the waiting room already, it put me back at I was like at 81,000 people.
Yeah.
It was like, that's way more than what they probably were selling and having room for in those arenas.
Yeah.
Because the arenas are like, usually, depends on where you're at, I guess. But I think they're like 30,000 people?
I don't know.
Because I think stadiums are 50,000.
Really?
I think so.
I feel like there's... Maybe. I don't know.
I think
I'd have to look it up.
But imagine 50,000 people in a room, though. Like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. So we get in there, obviously, like, when the numbers start, like, going fast, you're done for. Like, you didn't get any tickets.
Yeah,
so.
That just means that a lot of people are getting let in and then realizing they're sold out and just...
And I was staying in there. I was like, I'm going to see if things... So... Like, this time it was really hard to click the freaking chairs. And so when I'd zoom up, it would, like, zoom up to a different part. And so I'd have to quickly, like, scroll and then click the dots. But then by the time I clicked the second dot, it'd get taken. Yeah, so the tip that I saw was not to do the seating, but to do the tickets. You know, on the side it shows, you can, like... do the range of what you want. Got it.
And then you can just see the rows in the sections. So you just keep an eye out for the rows or the sections you want. So that was going so fast that I couldn't even. Yeah. So we didn't get tickets. We're like, that's fine. We'll just try to do general sale the next day. Yeah.
I had gone to get, I went to my appointment, which was at 9:30, got back here around 9:45, and then hopped into the thing. I was in a work meeting. Sorry to whoever's watching. I don't think my manager watched this, but
don't put work meetings at 10. That's a break time.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just like kind of there. I don't know.
Listening.
Yeah. So I was in that meeting. And the thing is that I was in the waiting room. I wasn't like actively looking because I was in the waiting room.
Yeah.
I had 4 tabs open. I had both LA shows and both the Oakland show for the 6th and the added Oakland show for the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like,
yeah,
I was determined to get tickets. And I didn't. And I genuinely was so sad because I was like, because you just kept not being.
I was unlucky. I was not a lucky
every
girl.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I went on, it was like, and this time because there was no like waiting room type of situation.
Yeah.
It was just whatever. Like I just got in there and I was still like super far behind.
Yeah.
I guess there was a waiting room, but it wasn't like the same setup.
I mean, you probably were waiting at 9:30, like at 9 with the thing open so that you can join at 9:30. But yeah, you were just for some, like maybe it was the internet connection in your area or something.
No,
like that was weird. And I was like, oh my God, it like really is up to me. And I felt really, really pressured. And when I fail, I get like really sad. But then also I am a huge Ariana Grande fan.
Yeah.
Like, even though I can't sing, I be singing her songs like I know how to sing. So, like, she's a Cancer. She's born 3 days before me, literally the same year. I, like, adore her. So, I just, like, really, really wanted to see her. And
when did you start liking Ariana Grande? Because I liked Ariana, like, when she was in, obviously, Victorious, but, like, and then her first album, but I never like consistently stayed like a fan other than like her singles, like a few couple songs out of her albums. But I think my favorite is, I don't even know, I think it's Positions.
Oh, okay, yeah. So her one before this.
No. I'm thinking the wrong album. I don't know any of her.
Oh, Thank You Next.
No.
Oh.
I literally have her searched up because I don't know. I don't even know her album names like that. I can't. Like, I know them, but I know them in order. It's Sweetener.
Okay.
Yeah, because my favorite album is Yours Truly, which is her first album.
Yeah.
But Sweetener is my second. I love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have liked her since her first album. I kind of was a hater a little bit because I felt like she stole Big Sean from Naya Rivera. And I loved Naya. Like, because that's my girl crush. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God, he's like left her for a real woman. He went from like a real woman to a child. And like, I was a little bit of a hater at first, but then I was like, I don't fucking know these people. And her music is really good. She's got a really beautiful voice. I was like, oh my God, like she is up there with Mariah Carey vocally. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, wow, she's very talented. She's written all of her songs. She produces all of her videos. She produces all of her music. And I'm just like, that is insane. Like, she's equal to like Taylor Swift, who writes all of her songs as well. Mm-hmm. And Ariana Grande just has a very beautiful voice and a very large range. So I've liked her.
Okay, so but when did you become a super fan?
Yeah, I was getting there. A super fan?
Yeah, because I feel like you weren't a super fan until like later. Not like later, like not recently, but
yeah, probably around.
Because I feel like
Sweetener when she was with Pete.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sweetener.
Because I feel like I didn't see you like talk about her much until like Positions came out.
That's my favorite album.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I have always loved her music. Mm-hmm. But Positions is I just felt she was very like mature and sexy and very much coming into her womanhood. Mm-hmm. I just like I loved it. 34, 35. Wait, yeah. It's my favorite, like one of my favorite songs.
Is it 34, 35?
Well, how do you make 69? Yeah, 34, 35. Yeah.
We don't know math. Don't ask me that.
She even says in that song, like, math quiz, I never really was that good though.
Oh.
At the end when she does her ad libs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that just goes to show how much I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And she's a lover girl, and she really makes music for like cancers. I think when I learned that she was a cancer, which was around Thank You Next. So I really like Sweetener, but around Thank You Next, I was listening to her music and I was like, is she a cancer? Because I was like, I relate to all these songs. And then I looked it up and she is a cancer, and I was like, okay, no wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is basically around where I started really being a super fan.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was our unlucky girl moment of the week.
But it's going to be okay because a bunch of people had been like tweeting and emailing and trying to get Team Ariana's attention about canceling the resellers, like basically giving them their money back and canceling their tickets and creating a way for actual fans to get tickets. So we just have to keep an eye out on our code to come in to see if we're able to like actually get tickets.
Yeah.
And so that'll be nice.
Did you have a lucky girl moment of the week at all?
I lost 6 pounds.
Yay. That's good. Good job.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't think I had one. Oh, I made bean soup. And it was good.
Yeah.
It was my first time ever making it.
That's good.
So
yeah.
It's small, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a win for me.
A win is a win.
Yeah. And I was fed, so.
And you're cooking in your own apartment, which that's nice.
Yeah. I guess that didn't happen like this week. It happened 2 weeks ago. But yeah, my lucky girl moment.
Oh, yeah. Moving in
to my own place and
yeah.
getting to decorate and live on my own.
Your place is so cute. It's really coming together. And when Rink and I were walking out of your house or your apartment yesterday, I was like, isn't her place so cute? It's just like her room, but extended, like decoration wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because your room had always been very decorated.
Yeah. I think I put all my posters up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might do that today.
Do you want frames for them?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that segment. Let us know, like, if you want more.
Yeah. Oh, also, we might, because, like, mine was so small, my segment, my piece was so small, we might start, like, asking the listeners to submit their lucky or unlucky girl moment of the week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to do this one. I think while you're reading yours, I'm going to try to find another one because I didn't really like the other two that I picked. Okay. This is coming from our TIFU, or Today I Fucked Up. And the title is Today I Fucked Up by Unintentionally Making My Girlfriend's Parents Think I'm Mentally Handicapped During a Family Dinner. For context, I'm the guardian of my autistic sister. She masks very well in public to the point of passing being normal. But when she's not masking, she can look really bratty at best and downright weird to other people at her worst. Like me. But I don't care. The goofball is my sister and I love her. Anyway, whenever I go on dates, she hangs out with friends she can trust to partially unmask with. But things came up for them, and this dinner I was invited to didn't line up with when her friends were available. I wanted to reschedule, but my girlfriend gave me a half apologetic, half worried look. This was with her parents, and her parents weren't the type to bend or reschedule unless I was in the hospital or something. I was already worried about meeting them before. I knew that they weren't exactly the warm and fuzzies type of people from the stories she's told. They were very much a product of their time, to say the least. But if they wanted me to come, I had to bring my sister. My sister was fine with coming along. Well, until we actually got there. The three of us went, and oh my God, was it awkward. My girlfriend had already briefed them about my situation. They knew I was my sister's guardian, and they knew that she was autistic. But what they didn't know was that autistic people can be functioning humans. When they introduced themselves to her, it was as if they were talking to a baby with their voices slow and loud or high-pitched. But my girlfriend cringed and reiterated to them that my sister isn't like the autistic kids they're thinking of. I just want to stop right there and just say, like, the whole way that this is being, like, written is really interesting to me because why is he talking about that? Talking about his sister like that, and other people, other children and people with autism like that. Anyway, my sister even shocked them by awkwardly laughing and introducing herself normally. Apparently, my girlfriend has been trying to tell them for months that she can mask. That's also weird to say. But they didn't quite understand what that meant until literally now. Well, kind of. They still had their own idea of how an autistic person should act. Of course, neither me or my sister wanted to be rude, and we tried being polite. But man, were their assumptions grating. On top of interrogating me about my job, they kept bringing up that it's okay for my sister to unmask. Of course, she didn't. She wasn't comfortable. She eventually excused herself and I followed after. As we left, I overheard my girlfriend berating her parents for being so rude. We went outside and I comforted my sister. She was not having a good time and wanted to go home. I agreed, and to make her feel better, we joked about what she'd look like to them unmasking. And since both of us are meme shit posters, we pretended to be stereotypical autistic kids that my girlfriend's parents were definitely thinking of. The fuck up. We kept up the act a bit too long, and my girlfriend and her dad walked out on us looking like idiots. That seems like a typo, but I didn't write it, so I don't know. Something clicked in his head, and he started giving me the stay away from my daughter vibe. And I let him know that my sister wasn't feeling well and we were going to head out. He gruffly agreed. And before my girlfriend could come with us, her dad told her to stay. They had something to discuss. All my girlfriend could do was give me a "I'm so fucking sorry" look. The next day, my girlfriend and I met up, and she looked so done with life. Apparently, after my sister and I left, her family got into a huge argument about me dating her. Her parents are convinced that I was masking being autistic too, and that we shouldn't be dating. They didn't want to have grandkids like us. Not like that would be an issue for more reasons than one. Safe to say, I don't think I have her parents' blessing and won't be getting it anytime soon. Luckily, she really doesn't care and is on my side. But I would have liked to have been on her parents' good side before I popped the question to my girlfriend, even if I didn't have to interact with them. Too long, don't read. I took my autistic sister with my girlfriend to meet her parents. They made my sister feel uncomfortable, wanted to see her mask, and to make her feel better, we both pretended to be exactly the kind of people they thought she would be in private. My girlfriend's dad saw. They sullied their perception of me, and now they think I'll give my girlfriend autistic grandchildren.
That was long. That was like a lot. I feel like I feel like obviously the people who are in the wrong here are her parents, and I'm glad that she, like the girlfriend's parents, and I'm glad that the girlfriend is putting that aside, because it's like you can't let this one situation and then their like opinions and I don't know perception on like autistic people affect your relationship with somebody that that they're not masking, and even if they were masking, like you still love that side of that person. So it's like you're not gonna just like break up with that person,
right?
But parents who have conservative thinking, they're gonna have an opinion.
I want to read this top comment. Your girlfriend stood up to her parents. She's a keeper. It's not an easy thing to do for most unless there's already been a substantial break with them. And so I wanted to read this comment down. So it's somebody commented, they don't even realize that they were doing the mental health version of, hey, it's okay, you can take your clothes off here. That's what they were doing every time they asked her to unmask. Yeah, that was really weird to me, because it was like, stop. First of all, like I would not have even told my parents like, oh, she's autistic, but she's like really good at masking and passing as if being like normal. I would just say like, oh, my boyfriend is the guardian of his sister who is autistic and she's going to be coming to dinner with us. Just treat her like a normal person because she's normal. Like, because she's just a person who happens to have autism. Like,
I mean, I guess
I don't know how I would present it.
Just we can't say that we wouldn't, because I feel like our relationship with like our parents, I feel like we would say that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would be like, but I wouldn't say it in a way that this person is like not normal when they aren't masking, or like don't know how to hold a conversation, or things like that. But like, I think it's different. I don't know. Maybe the girlfriend didn't have that intention of making it seem like that, but the parents took it that way. Because I feel like that is a big thing. Like, people mask.
Yeah, I probably would have said something like, sometimes she could just be a little bit like socially awkward, like just don't take it personal or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have even mentioned that she's autistic. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
But from us, it's different because we have a high suspicion that I am autistic. So, like, to me,
Well, even if we didn't, I think that it's just like...
It's normal to just treat people normally.
Yeah. But I also think that it's okay to also say, I'm autistic. Like, that's also not like... Or to be like, hey, my girlfriend's... Or my boyfriend's sister is autistic and she's coming. And, like, I just want you to treat her like a normal human being.
Right. Don't
treat her any different just because she's autistic type of situation.
Right.
And I don't think that person saying, like, oh, they're good at masking is wrong.
Yeah, it was just a little bit interesting to me.
Yeah. Okay, so mine is Our Ask Men. And then the title is, what are your dating horror stories? And then it starts off with, I'm curious as to what, if any, dating horror stories others have. What was your experience? I'll go first. We met on Tinder and talked for a while, and it was the middle of COVID, and I made sure that he tested negative and quarantined. Given that COVID was so new, nothing was open at the time, so I invited him over to my place for a drink and to talk and to get to know each other. He immediately gave me this very weird vibe. He starts talking about his ex, and he's just trashing her to no end. Then he proceeds to tell me he's been arrested twice for domestic violence against his ex. Nope. Immediately turned off. The date is over after he says this. He then says if I want to date him, I need to get rid of my cats. Never in a million years would I choose a man over my cats. Are you insane? I tell him I'm getting tired and trying to get him to get the hint to go. And he says, okay, let's go to bed. I say, no, sorry. I think you should get going. I need to be up early. He starts pushing to stay the night. I firmly tell him no. And he takes the hint and finally leaves. That was the first and last time I saw him, and our interaction was less than 30 minutes. He still texts me to this day, and he misses me, and I just don't answer. He keeps trying to add me back on Snapchat and IG. Someone broke into my house a few months after that date.
Oh my God.
The creepy thing was that I noticed after the fact. Nothing was stolen. I work from home, so I think the break-in happened during the night.
That's
I never
really
found
scary.
out who it was, but I have my suspicions. Someone also put maggots in my mailbox a few months after the break-in. I've since moved out of the state over 300 miles away. I can't help but think I could have been on a true crime episode had he stayed in my house much longer. That is scary. And that was posted 3 years ago. So COVID happened 2020. It's 2025. So 2022. So that they dated probably like around early 2020. And then a whole year and a half to 2 years later, he's still like contacting her and like trying to like, why didn't she just block him first of all on Snapchat and IG? I don't know. But
yeah, but sometimes people make new accounts or whatever. Because like I had someone who has like 3 different TikTok accounts that keep trying to follow me.
About that person.
And I block them every single time they try to follow me.
Weird. People are just obsessed, and I mean,
why are you so obsessed with me?
They have like, I guess mental health issues probably, but it's just scary. That's like my biggest thing is that I don't think I would invite anybody to my house or to my apartment. First time meeting them either. I'm like, yeah. But I get it because obviously the circumstance of COVID. But
yeah.
And maggots in your mailbox.
Oh my God, terrified. Mom would die.
Mom would die.
Yeah.
I think I would die. I think
that's so nasty.
That's so gross.
Okay. Is this my 5th story?
This is our last story.
Oh, this is our last story. Oh, okay. So I'll give you an option to pick from.
Okay.
So this one is r-just no significant other. I'm leaving next weekend. And the first sentence is, I'm 33 female and husband is 45 male. The last 2 years since getting pregnant with my daughter, who's 16 months old, have been hell.
Okay.
Or am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for taking my laptop?
I was going to say lobster.
Am I the asshole for taking my laptop back after my boyfriend's sister stole from us? I, 21 female, have a house with my boyfriend, 22 male. My boyfriend's sister is 17 female. Feels like she has the right to enter our house at any time just because my boyfriend lives here also.
The look you're giving me, I don't know.
Well, I feel like the just no significant other could be a little heavy. Sounds like potentially like domestic violence. So we can do Am I the asshole?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so long.
It's a big chunk, that's why.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for... So this is coming from r-am I the asshole, posted 19 hours ago. I like the crusty bagel toes is their username. So, am I the asshole for taking my laptop back after my boyfriend's sister stole from us? I, 21 female, have a house with my boyfriend, 22 male. My boyfriend's sister, 17 female, feels like she has the right to enter our house at any time just because my boyfriend lives here also. So last night around 11:30, after my boyfriend and I had already fallen asleep, his sister walks into our house, and this wakes my boyfriend up. She asked if she could take a beer out of our fridge, and he told her no. Yeah. She threw a fit apparently and slammed our bathroom door. My boyfriend thought she would just leave after throwing her tantrum in the bathroom, so he came back to bed. After a while, we heard our front door slam, and my boyfriend got up to lock it. And that was that. This morning, while putting groceries away, I opened the drawer in the fridge where we keep our alcohol, and it was completely empty. I had bought a 24-pack of Seagrams on Thursday and only had one. So I asked my boyfriend if he moved them somewhere else. He told me no, and that his sister asked for a beer, and he had said no and thought she left after. I confronted her about it, and she basically told me that she used our bathroom and her friend must have come into the house and took them. Okay. This could be true, but my boyfriend only heard the door slam once after coming to bed because the door won't close unless you slam it hard. If it was open long enough for the friend to grab the alcohol from the fridge and leave, my cat would have definitely ran out of the house. So her story was a lie to try to keep herself out of trouble. And after thinking about it, I told her I knew she was lying. And even if she wasn't, she was letting her friend steal from us and told her she was being selfish and disrespectful. She went on a rant about how I was a bitch and I controlled my boyfriend and wasn't family to her anymore. That sounds familiar. When she said that, it pissed me off. On top of how pissed I already was about her thinking she has any right to take stuff from my house because her brother lives here. I went to her dad's house and talked to him about it and told him that I was sorry, but they were going to have to figure out another way for her to do her schoolwork because I was taking my computer back since I wasn't family anymore. He was fine with this. Now she's even more pissed and telling my boyfriend that he's dead to her and telling him to get rid of me since I'm controlling. I have never been rude to her and have been there for her through breakups and through times. But she treats me like I'm just being... What the hell? She treats me like this, just because I'm upset that she stole from us. Am I the asshole? And so, top comment says... Oh, wait. What are your thoughts?
What was the title?
Am I the asshole for taking my laptop back after my boyfriend's sister stole from us?
Did she even mention the laptop in that story?
Yeah, at the end. Here.
Did I black out?
I think you did. I think you did.
What the heck?
So here she says, she went on a rant about how I was a bitch and controlled my boyfriend and wasn't family to her anymore. then she says, I went to her dad's house and talked to him about it and told him I was sorry, but that they were going to have to figure out another way for her to do her schoolwork.
Oh, schoolwork.
Because I was taking my computer back since I wasn't family anymore. And the dad was fine with this.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just like blinked out on that part. But because I heard that about like the dad being okay with it, but I guess I just didn't realize. I thought maybe
what she was using the laptop for.
I think I maybe like replace laptop as keys. Like I'm taking back the keys.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So my first initial thought is that I think the teenager obviously somehow doesn't have like, she's a teenager, so she's probably wanting to like rebel, hang out with her friends and like drink or whatever, which is normal, I feel. And I think that like her having a key or being able to access, I don't think that she, like, is this the first time she did that, you know?
Yeah, I guess we could use a little bit more context, but maybe this was like the final straw. We do have a couple edits and updates.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, is this her first time ever showing like disrespect? And I get it, like they stole, but I feel like, again, I'm not siding with the teenager because that was just like a bratty move for her to like do that. But I think like it's normal for teenagers to steal alcohol, especially if it's just there in like somebody's home. I don't think it's okay for her to just come in the middle of the night and like do that.
Yeah. So I agree with you. Like, to me, like just based on this, I feel like that it's not the first time that she's done something disrespectful.
Yeah.
But this feels like it was like the cherry on top. And considering that that OP had lent her computer to her sister-in-law, that she like really, really cares for his family.
Yeah.
So,
and like to let her boyfriend give like his little sister a key to the apartment or to their house. Like it's a sign that that person cares for her partner's family.
Yeah, that's like when you and Adonis had access to our apartment when we first moved. Like Adonis would go there even if I wasn't there. And to me, like that wasn't an issue.
I also feel like we've never just not told you, like, hey, I'm coming over, or like we don't just like come unannounced, because we still respect your space and like the time, like what you're doing or whatever. Like we're not gonna come in the middle of the night unless it's like an emergency or something, or like. But even then, I feel like we're gonna be like, hey, I'm coming over. It's an emergency. Like we're not gonna just be like, let's show up to my sister's house at 11:30 p.m. You know?
Yeah, and there's never been any. You guys have never done anything that like made me need to set a boundary. So yeah, it just seems like this girl is kind of like entitled.
She
and just
might just
bratty.
be like a bratty, like little kid, and she might need some discipline. I don't know.
Yeah. So top comment says, not the asshole, but why does she have access to your house? You need to stop that from happening. And if your BF is okay with this younger sister coming and going as she wants to and disrespecting you, then he needs to go too. OP responds, he isn't. And he's told her this, but she's a brat and doesn't listen anyway.
I think that's what it is. That because going back, giving a key to or like allowing your boyfriend to give a key to their family is similar to how like Patrick allows you to give
everybody a key to the house.
Like, and I think it just goes without saying that like it's kind of like I'm giving you a key for emergency or for you to let yourself in when you let me know you're coming. Like you're not just gonna come in just when you want to, you know?
Yeah. I also wanted to go back and say about her throwing a fit and slamming the door in the bathroom, and then the boyfriend just going back to sleep. Yeah. That, to me, I would have been like, you're not doing that shit in my house this late at night. Like, you can go ahead and throw your fit. I said no, but you need to go. Like, we're sleeping. That's not okay.
Yeah.
So we have an edit. It says, we forgot to lock the house that night and didn't really think anything of it. We can only lock the house when we are there because our landlord lost the keys. We bought a new door handle, but it doesn't fit the hole that is in the door. So we're just waiting on our landlord to approve us drilling a bigger hole into the door for the new handle. And so then the update says, we got a new door handle in. I feel safe and my belongings are secure. His sister is throwing a tantrum still and disowned us as family. She sent my brother and I, she sent my boyfriend and I a long paragraph at 2 a.m. last night. At 2 a.m, told my boyfriend that he never sticks up for her and always takes my side. This is the first time her and I have ever fought, and he's taking my side because he was also pissed that she was coming into our house and taking my stuff. And told me that I need to grow up because I make everything awkward and making my boyfriend into a different person. His mom agrees with this, but believes I make him into a better, happier, and goofier version of himself. Okay, so the mom agrees that he's a different person, but positively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was more, but okay, so she doesn't have a key? How did she know that the door was...
she probably,
went to go knock?
She probably hangs out there enough to know that they can't lock the door. Period.
Yeah.
And she probably opened the door thinking that, that nobody would come downstairs and see what was going on.
Yeah.
And that she could take the beer without anybody knowing.
I see.
That's probably what her thought process was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy because, then they would have just thought, oh, somebody just broke into my house. If
and only took beer.
Yeah, for real. And then they probably would have been who could it be? Who knows that are, and I feel like they would have figured that out.
Yeah.
I don't know. But...
I mean, teenagers are usually not very... They don't think critically about, what they're doing. They just do it. And so, yeah. Either way, she got
planned through enough, yeah.
Yeah. Either way, she got caught. And that was that.
And her throwing... I mean, you did say it was posted 19 hours ago, so it's fresh.
Yeah.
So hopefully she and the family and everybody else can work it out. I feel like that's something very small and,
it's stupid
to, fight over. And, I think she's young and immature, and she doesn't know that her, siblings' relationship, I guess. But for her to be your girlfriend's controlling or you're controlling my brother or whatever, it's just silly because I feel like the situation is not controlling at all.
No.
It's just setting a boundary, and when you live together and you're in a relationship with somebody, that just needs to be done. So, and I think maybe she's just young. She doesn't understand that.
Yeah, she's young and doesn't understand. Yeah, that when people are... Hold on. I'm just adding to what you were saying.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not arguing. I just thought it was funny because you literally said exactly what I just said. She's young and she doesn't understand.
Yeah, because she just doesn't. But I think what a lot of people who haven't been in long-term relationships where their lives are combined now, that it's not one person controlling the other. It's that they are working as a team to live their lives together and making decisions together.
Yeah. They have to make boundaries, compromises, all these things together.
And they're not very far apart in age. The sister is 17, the boyfriend, who's her brother, is 22, and the girlfriend's 21.
Yeah.
So she's probably
4 to 5 years apart.
She's probably used to, her brother just giving into whatever she wants, which is probably why she's so bratty, and she's never heard anyone have to say no to her. And this is an assumption because it seemed like both of her parents were on board with the consequence.
Yeah.
But yeah, she probably was a brother's girl, who just her brother just was everything to her. And now he's got this girlfriend and his life is changing because, he's moving forward in his life.
Yeah. I don't think that she's the asshole for it. I think.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. The overall vote was not the asshole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that was fun.
Yeah, those are our stories.
I hope my reading was better.
You had that one moment when you were reading it, but that was it.
Yeah.
I think. Well, we'll see when we edit, I guess.
We'll see. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so our next episode comes out, episode 12, and then after that we have 3 more episodes until the season ends.
Yep.
And then we'll be taking a little bit of a break. Doesn't mean that we won't be recording. We'll just be taking a break
From publishing.
From publishing and editing because, well, most likely we'll still be editing.
Well, it's just we're going to take well-needed rest time for the holidays and like recoup and kind of figure out things that we want to do for next season, things like that. So, so that our season and our editing is better. And just improves and So
it's not over yet, but
in preparation, give us some feedback and so that we can take into account.
We'll still be active on socials and trying to get more content submissions, things like that. Yep. But yeah, I can't believe it's winding down towards the end.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited. We've got the Nutcracker coming up, Artemis and I get to be the Rat King, y'all. Yeah.
I told my coworkers because they asked me about like Artemis and stuff. And they like to like ask about Artemis and Atreus and I was like, oh, they're doing like a dance show, blah, blah, blah. And I told them how you were so excited to be the Rat King. And like you texted us in the group chat being like, I'm the Rat King in like all caps and like with no context. Like, what if we didn't know that you were like doing the Nutcracker? And
well, I said I got cast as the Rat King.
Yeah, but we didn't know. Like, what if I didn't know what the Nutcracker was until Artemis was in a gingerbread. And so I didn't know like what Rat King was. So if I hadn't known that, and you just said like, that, like, cast it as a Rat King, like, okay, what does that mean, though? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
I realized.
And the fact that it's, like, Rat King. So you're gonna, At least you don't have to do your hair.
Yeah.
Just wear a mask.
And I'm going to be Mother Ginger, so I'm going to get to wear that big dress, and, like, the little babies will get to run out from my dress.
Oh.
And that's also a wig. So I just need to braid my hair down.
Nice.
And then wear a wig cap, so I don't have to do my hair.
What kind of wig is it? Like, what color?
It's white. It's like kind of like a founding fathers kind of looking wig. Yeah.
I was just talking because so Zena was telling me that she was going to like the movies by herself kind of often lately. And so she went to go see Toy Story on Friday. And I went to go see, I was like, oh yeah, I had seen the promotion for like Toy Story being back in theaters for the like anniversary. And I was like, I wonder what movies are being shown right now because I just got my new monthly tickets for Brevin.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I wonder what movies I can see this month. And so I went to go check, and they have like Demon Slayer. They're showing Hamilton. I told her if she likes Hamilton, so it was like, oh, they're showing Hamilton, and she was like, yeah, I saw people like dressing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been seeing a lot like of talk on TikTok specifically about how people randomly have like founding father costumes in their closet, and I'm like, that is super random to have. Like, why do you have that?
Well, okay, so my friend Ari loves Hamilton. And so when, like, it came out that they were able to stream it on Disney+, she and her husband had dressed up as Hamilton for Halloween one year. So they have the costumes because they went and bought the costumes for Halloween.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Like, I just think that, like, maybe a lot of people did that.
I guess so, yeah.
Too,
like,
and so that's why they have the costumes.
Get really, like, popular for a while where Hamilton was just, like, a thing. I think it was like, what, 2016 or 17, where it was like really popular.
Yeah.
And then I still have never watched it or listened to it, but maybe my opportunity is here with my tickets.
Yeah. With Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being here
and listening.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.